Hello, and welcome to Liftoff's first engagement with you as an S6 pupil. Some of you might remember us from previous events, but for others, this will be your first engagement with Liftoff. Liftoff is part of the Schools for Higher Education programme, is funded by the Scottish Funding Council, and is hosted by one of our partner institutions, Abbie University. We're here to help you all get ahead of the game when applying to higher education, and throughout the year we'll be providing you with information on, and assistance with, your higher education options, on applying to college and university, on writing your personal statement, and on life in higher education. How to budget effectively being a really important one. For now though, we've made this little video to give you some information about applying to HE and to give you some ideas about what you can do to use your summer holiday effectively to help you start planning for your progression into higher education after school, if that's a place you want to go.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I would like to quickly talk to you about how you can use your summer effectively. Do something worthwhile during your summer break. Gain new skills and experiences, meet new people, and have something interesting to include in your application for college or university. Use the summer to start to think about your personal statement. Now don't worry, Liftoff will help you through the whole process of writing and editing your personal statement through a series of in-school sessions when we return after the summer. Use your time productively over the summer and beyond could ensure that you have a strong and interesting personal statement, which will help you gain a place on the course that you're passionate about. So, put down the controller, stop playing Fortnite or making TikTok videos, and have a go at some of these tips for using your summer effectively. Tip number 1, hobbies and interests. Really start to think about why you are interested in your chosen course, subject, industry, career. Why does this subject interest you? And why do you think you're suitable for the course? Think about your hobbies and how they demonstrate your personality, skills, and abilities. Tip number 2, skills and experiences. This is important. Higher education institutions like to know the skills that you have that will help you on the course and with life at college and university in general. What skills do you already have? What achievements are you proud of? What attributes make you suitable for the course that you're applying to? Try to link any experience to skills or qualities related to the subject area. Maybe you would benefit from gaining new skills and experiences. Use this summer to add additional skills to make you a stronger applicant for the course. The My World of Work website lists free courses online, so have a look and see if there's a course which matches your interests. Maybe you could even think about volunteering. And finally, tip number 3, research. If you do not know what course you want to apply for, or even where you want to study, do not worry. Seriously, relax. During my senior phase at school, I did not have a clue what I wanted to do. I had far too many interests, and I found it impossible to try and choose just one. Use the summer break to do some research about careers that interest you. James will explain more about course research. Be confident in the experiences you've gained. Using the summer effectively means reflecting on what you've learned and gained, identify areas for personal development, and link them all together by explaining how these experiences and achievements are relevant to the courses you're applying to. So, before you go back to the Xbox, try answering some of the questions and see what you discover. Before I hand over to Abbie, one of our student volunteers, remember, keep smiling, keep the heat. We'll see you soon.
First thing that I wish I'd known before I went to uni is that everyone's kind of in the same boat. Everyone's sort of, for most people anyway, it'll be sort of their first time living away from home, and everyone will be kind of trying to figure out how to look after themselves, and everyone's a little bit terrified even if they're pretending that they're not. It can feel a lot like you're the only one that's panicking and like struggling to make friends and all that kind of thing, but I can assure you that you're not the only one.
There are lots of things to think about when researching a course that you might like to study. Are you really interested in a particular career path? Is there a course that you need to study in order to work in a particular field? Or are you just looking to study a course that really captures your interest? That's what I did, I studied English. All these options can seem overwhelming, but there are lots of websites you can visit to help you over the summer. If you're interested in finding out more about careers, for instance, planetplus.net, the SDS website, and My World of Work have lots of great information. Another great thing to do over the summer is utilise those rainy days to check out the UCAS and college websites to find out more about your higher education options. The great news is that because you live in Scotland, if you decide to study at a Scottish college or uni, your tuition fees will be paid for you. If you're interested in going to university, the first thing to do is check out the UCAS website. Here you can use your career search to help inform your course research to look up what's on offer at all the different universities throughout the country. There are 15. The system is really easy to use. All you need to do is click on course search, then on the region you want to study in, for most of you that will be Scotland, and then look for undergraduate courses. An undergraduate degree is your first degree. Once you've done all this, you can type in the courses you're interested in and scroll through all your options. A few top tips that I would give when undertaking university course research are: check out the entry requirements. Are you likely to get the grades required for the course this year, or could you potentially use college by taking more hires or by articulating into university by studying a pathway course at college? Graham will tell you more about this shortly. Another thing to do is check out the modules studied on the course. Do these really interest you? Finally, if you want to move away, check out the university's accommodation. You have to pay for this yourself, so you need to think about the costs involved. Could you potentially afford it with a part-time job? It's important to remember, though, that you can still get the full university experience if you live at home. Again, this is what I did. Apart from university, another thing to think about when researching your options after school is college. Graham, as I said, will tell you a lot more about college in a minute, but studying for qualifications at college is a really great option. Searching for college courses, though, is a wee bit different to searching for a course at university. Rather than use the UCAS website, when you want to search for a course at college, you use each college's individual website. I'll leave it to Graham to tell you a bit more about all the fantastic kinds of courses you can study at college in a minute, but before I hand it over to him, my final key tip for the day is to Google Higher Education Virtual Open Days. Because of COVID, it's unlikely that you'll be able to visit university or college campuses over the next few months, but virtual open days will give you an idea of what each university or college has to offer. Check out the handout attached to this video for a list of universities that have already shared their dates for virtual open days, and keep your eyes peeled on college websites as they start releasing their dates for open days. For now though, I'll pass over to Graham.
Going straight to university after school is not the only option that you have. Both apprenticeships and college courses are alternative routes to higher education that can allow you to progress on to studying at uni if you eventually want to. You might already be aware of foundation apprenticeships being offered at school. Well, modern apprenticeships are like the next level. They allow you to get a qualification while still gaining valuable practical experience of a job. You might even have the option of continuing on to do a graduate apprenticeship or going on to university study if you're interested in that. So depending on the subject that you want to study, this could be a really useful route to take. And if you check out the apprenticeship.scot website, you'll be able to find loads more useful information. Another option many people take, myself included, is to go to college before university. So studying at college instead of uni is not a lesser option. We can see from the SCQF framework that HNC and HND courses are the same level as the first couple of years of a university degree. So by completing an HNC or HND course, it can allow you to use a process called articulation. This is when you progress to a later year of university course, so you don't have to repeat all the work you've already done at college. So for example, if you do your HNC,
You might then be able to apply to get entry into second year in a uni course. So you do need to check university and college course details to see if articulation routes are offered and what the requirements are. Pathways.ac.uk is a new website that's planning to launch this summer, and it's aiming to be kind of like a central hub for all this information, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, if you do want to ask any other questions, you can always get in touch with the Liftoff team.
Second thing that I wish I'd known before I went to uni is that it's okay to ask for help. It took me until literally the end of this semester, so that's 3 years at uni, to be able to go to a lecturer and say, hey, I'm actually really struggling with this part of the course, which can be a really scary first step for a lot of people, but they could not have been more helpful and more accommodating. But they're there to help, that's their job, that's what they're there for.
I want to talk a bit about support at college and university. There is so much support available at college and university to support students on their studies. Different types of support available include career development, counselling, learner development, disabled student support, funding, and so much more. If you currently receive support at school, the chances are that you're entitled to similar support at your chosen college or university. You can let them know this when you're making your application on UCAS. The terms that institutions in UCAS use to categorise different types of support needs might be different to the ones used at school, and you might not recognise them. So, if you are a care leaver, have a long-term health condition, learning difficulties such as dyslexia or ADHD, any mental health conditions, or a social communication disorder such as Asperger's, don't be afraid to let them know via your application. They want to help, and so do we. So if you want to find out more, or you're not sure what to do next, get in touch with Liftoff and we can help. That's what we're here to do. Okay, bye.
While the summer holidays are of course a time for you to rest and recuperate, spending just a wee bit of time thinking about some of the issues raised in this video will hopefully help you to feel more secure when it comes to apply to college or university. Liftoff will be working hard throughout the summer, keeping up to date with all the latest university and college news, and remember, you can always contact us for support at any time. While we're gutted that we couldn't come in to see you before the summer holidays, we can't wait to be back in schools as soon as possible. Have a great summer.